So a while back ago, Barry made a video on dumb engineering. In that video, he said you can't put a square corner into a pocket without a sinker EDM, and that's just not true. We're not only gonna prove Barry wrong, but we're gonna show you how to make the impossible possible. You may be thinking to yourself, what's so special about a cube? Well, as you can see, this cube has different pockets milled all over it, and we're using different corner pocket relieving techniques, one of which nobody has ever seen before. And with just this one tool, I'm gonna show you a technique that will save you time and money. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're gonna take our Dodeca shell mill from Kennametal to just give us a nice clean surface on the top here. Then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to roll it forward and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more cuts. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 1/2-inch end mill and we're going to cut along these edges right here to give us a nice 45-degree chamfer on all 4 sides. Continuing with that 1/2-inch end mill, and we're going to do our first pocket, and we'll do 4 more pockets on 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now that all 5 pockets have been cut, we're going to take our 45-degree chamfer mill and we're just going to chamfer the insides of each pocket. Now that we've milled our pockets and chamfered our edges, what we're going to do next is use our 1/8 ball end mill to go into one of the pockets here to clean out the corners. With the 1/8 ball end mill, that's typically the way you would mill out the corners if you want to get a really clean corner, but it's really not that effective because you're always going to end up with some sort of radius in the bottom of your pocket and on the edges. So now that we're done milling the corners of our pockets with the 1/8 ball end mill, we're going to actually be swapping to a 60-degree chamfer mill to create true corners in the tops of our pockets with no radius on either the floor or the walls. All right, so we're checking out our part over here on our CAM software. I'm gonna show you the secret to getting these true corners into this pocket. First thing we're going to recognize is that we are going to be cutting our part at 45 degrees this way and 45 degrees this way for the first 2 cuts. All right, so what we're going to do is we're gonna have our tool is going to come in here and do the cut in our corner right here. So there it goes, and you can see it just cleared out that material right in here. And it'll go in again for another cut, and then 1 more for finish. So now we can see clearly that our corner has been cut out here, and we have no radius from this wall to this wall. So next it's going to come in and clean up the walls here with the material that's left over. You can see that we have total cleanup on both the walls and the corner right here, but this floor hasn't been completely cleaned up. So what it's going to do is it's going to change its angle of attack. Instead of going at 45 degrees this way, it's now going at 60 degrees so that it can clean up the floor for this final finish. And there you have it. It's really not that complex. It's just 3 separate cuts from 2 different angles. Now, you do want to keep in mind that in most cases, you're going to need a 5-axis machine for this. That's why we're doing it on our YCM CX4. But it can be accomplished with a sine plate, but it would be much more difficult. All right, this thing came out really nice. Everything looks amazing. So what we have here is just a regular standard pocket with a chamfer, nothing too crazy, just a regular 1/4 inch radius. Next, we have what I call the T slot or H slot, depending upon how you would refer to it. This is really what you want to use. If you're on a manual mill, you can always just do your corner reliefs here so that you have no interruption, so that you can fit a square object in here with absolutely no issue. Next, we have what's called our dog bone. You'll see this on most CNC machines where people are trying to achieve corner reliefs and be able to fit a sharp corner into these sides here. Next, we have here our milled corners where we used our 1/8 ball end mill to go ahead and finish in here. Not too bad, but if we really want small corners, we would have to use a smaller and smaller and smaller ball end mill. And that's just kind of inconvenient. We really don't want to have to do that all the time. So that's why we've decided to try it this way. Now, on this side here, we took our 60-degree chamfer mill and cut out from the corner here, and then used it to cut along the wall and the floor at the same time with a pointed tool, so it's giving us an absolutely perfect corner with no radius. This is such an incredible procedure, and not everybody's doing it this way. I've seen a lot of videos online, but I haven't seen anything quite like this before. Now, we do have to keep in mind that you do typically need a 5-axis mill to do this, and you do have to consider where your tool is going to come down and interrupt with the part. Typically, there is a 2.5 to 1 ratio for making just a standard box. So with your size to depth ratio being 2.5 to 1, that means if you made a 2.5 inch box, typically you can go 1 inch deep without having the cutter that we're using interrupt on the walls or the floors or anywhere else, because we really don't want to have that tool come in there and rub, because that's just going to make a huge mess. And again, this is a technique that I have never seen before. I've never seen it done anywhere else. It's been something I've been thinking about for a long time. Hope you guys are able to take it and use it to your advantage when you're machining any kind of parts that require a really tight radius in your corners and your floors and your walls. Hey guys, be sure to check out titansofcnc.com. With over 700,000 subscribers, you'll find step-by-step CAD or CAM projects ranging from 3-axis milling to multi-axis Swiss and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or advancing your skills, there's something there for anyone who wants to learn CNC machining, and it's all 100% free. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If this technique is useful to you, please let us know how in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to know more about the CX4 from YCM, visit our website or reach out to Keith at titansofcnc.com.
Hey, if you haven't already, make sure you check out our app, MFG Connect. It's on Apple and Android. It's pretty sweet. You can upload your projects, show off cool toolpaths, and connect with other machinists like me and Barry. You can show off your work, upload your projects. I hope to see you there.